What's up, Leo? Happy birthday and welcome to your season. Welcome to your August 2021 general reading, okay? This is going to be for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your other placements for more added messages, okay? And I want to say happy birthday to you guys. I love Leo season. I'm excited it's your time. Please comment down below when your birthday is because I would love to personally wish you a happy birthday and definitely find your birthday twins and even let me know who your birthday twin is, celebrity wise, because I'm always curious to know that too. I want to get into this reading. It's actually a really, really good reading. I think a lot of Leos have been you've been working hard. And I feel like I've been telling you this for the last few months. Like, you're really, really, really at this place where you're starting to see a lot of tangible evidence of all the work that you've put in, and not just the work that you've put in this year, right? Work that's like finally coming together. And this could be a few years process thing. So you guys are in a really, really, really good place, which is great. Now, before we get into the actual cards, let's talk a few dates. We do have the new moon in your sign. That'll be on the 8th, so 8/8. We are going to be having that second full moon in Aquarius, actually on the 22nd, which is the same day that the sun goes into Virgo. So for you guys, there's a lot of opportunity, especially financial opportunity. If there have been things that you've been working on, projects that you've been hoping that will come together, that sort of thing, you kind of get a little bit of extra push and support planetary wise, right? Because we'll be in Virgo energy. That's your second house energy. So there's a real chance for your finances to grow, which is really, really great. And what else do we have to think of? Oh, Mars and Mercury. So Mars and Mercury are both going to be in Virgo this month. Mars moves into Virgo on the 29th, so just in a few days. Mars in Virgo is really good in terms of work. Like, everyone's going to be super motivated, super driven to do the work. It doesn't matter what it is. When we talk about Virgo energy, we are talking about literal work, service, your daily routines, your health, your wealth, all of that. When we talk about Mars, we're talking about that really that action-based energy. That is a planet of action and assertiveness and drive and going out and getting the things, right? So in terms of work, there is a lot of opportunity, and a lot of us are just going to kind of feel that surge to want to work, 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 work. But with Mercury going into with Mercury going into Virgo, that could get a little choppy. Yes, Virgos are about the work. Yes, Virgos are super smart. They're super intellectual. Like, they're a sign that is literally attached to perfection, right? Virgo is the virgin. They are perfection. And so one of the hangups with Virgo is this critical nature that comes along with being a Virgo. You ever meet a Virgo and you're like, damn, like, why are you talking about me? Or why are you so being so judgmental of these people, of this thing? And like, a Virgo will pass it off and like, yeah, but that's fine because I talk to myself that way, or I talk about myself that way. And you're like, yo, bro, you're not supposed to talk to yourself like that either. So what that could do with Mercury being in Virgo is we can have a little bit more of a critical eye. There is a little bit more of this like perfection umbrella that we're all trying to squeeze underneath. And that not only is limited to the way that we are with ourselves and the things that we maybe give ourselves a hard time on, it has to do with a lot of other people. So you could be feeling more critical of your own things. You could be feeling more critical of other people's things. Other people could be feeling critical of the things that you're involved with, right? So it's just something to be mindful of this month because it could get a little bit tricky. I believe Mercury goes into Virgo like on the 11th. And I feel like, is that happening till, no, that's Mars. Yeah, so it goes on the 11th, right? And that's a 3-week situation. Now, also what's happening is Venus enters Libra, which I think is going to be actually really, really good for you guys too. Venus in Libra. So Venus in Libra is like a vacation home for Venus in Libra. Libra is like an escape. It's like, oh, it's summer, so we're summering, we're doing all the things that we want to do. It's very comfortable in that sign because it is, Venus is Libra's ruling planet. Leo has very similar energy to Libra in the sense that both signs are very charming, charismatic, great people, right? Very personable, very social. So that's happening on the 16th, and I think that will definitely light up some things in terms of romance. And if you are a single Leo, this is a really great opportunity for you to connect in terms of love and all of that. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear my son, but he's screaming because he's playing Fortnite with his friends in summer break. So if you hear anything in the background, I apologize in advance, okay? Okay. So you guys start off with Temperance card. This is what the unseen energy is at the bottom of the deck. Temperance is connected to Sagittarius energy. And Sagittarius energy is fire energy like you. But Temperance, we have to remember that there's kind of like this order in the sense of being patient, right? Right here in this card, you've got this family and they look like they're baking something. So whether they're making a cake, a cookie, or whatever it is, right? There are certain ingredients that are necessary. There are certain steps to the process, and you can't skip over one just because you want to hurry up and get to the point where you can eat the damn cake, right? It's that essence of, if I plant a seed right now, I'm not going to see the buds and the leaves and all of that tomorrow, or I'm not going to even see it next week, right? There is this patience that's required. There is this sense of knowing that everything happens in divine timing, and you, unfortunately, are not the boss of that, right? So this could be anything. This could be certain things that maybe you guys have been waiting for, opportunities you've been waiting for, a move you've been waiting for. This is present in all things, but I think it's really important, especially as an advice key, especially knowing that that Mercury is in Virgo and knowing that the Mars is in Virgo. Take your time, because there is this sense that's going to want to be go, 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 go. But there may be some things that you aren't able to go, go, go about this month. Because I also want to bring up the fact that there are like several planets that are retrograde. We've got Neptune retrograde, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and Uranus goes retrograde this month too. So like there's going to be a lot of I want to do, but I can't do, and I want to do, and I can't. There's a lot of that. So be patient with yourself. Understand that everything is happening in divine timing. You need all the ingredients in order to do the things. And, you've got 4 wands underneath here, which is a celebration. This is the 1111 card. This is about, coming together and celebrating something successful. In many cases, this does have to do with the marriage. So this can have to do with the marriage. This can have to do with the move. This can have to do with anything that you were kind of like anxiously anticipating. And it's gonna come, but like be patient kind of thing, right? Now, you guys start off with 4 of Swords, 6 of Wands, and Page of Cups. Now, 4 of Swords, I wasn't actually surprised to see that here. We are now in your season, but we did just come out of Cancer season, which for you guys is 12th house. Now, 12th house energy isn't the easiest energy to deal with because it's very deep rooted in spirituality. It's very much about your dreams. It's about your karma. It's the stuff that isn't the most sexy or the most fun to touch, but it's necessary, right? It's all that energy that's connected to Pisces, right? And so whenever we get a 4 of Swords, this is about rest and relaxation. This is about giving yourself a moment, to be by yourself, to meditate, to get clear on what it is that you want. You see, homegirl is literally by herself, but instead of being by herself and feeling sorry for herself, she is relaxing. She is getting clear. She is in her bliss, right? 4 of Swords does follow that 3 of Swords energy of heartbreak or disappointment. So there could have been some things maybe that popped up in the month of July, or that you may be currently experiencing that don't feel the best, right? But this is kind of that energy of relaxing and letting things go so you can move on to the next step, right? And I do love this. I think that's going to be really, really beneficial to you. There's clarity that's going to come to you. I think that was probably half of the problem with some of you guys, just not feeling clear exactly on what it is that you want to do, how you want to move, all these things. And I'm jumping around, but I want to talk about it now because it's here. You've also got the Quiet Retreat card, which I think has a lot to do with this. So, Cancer season can be kind of slow and more emotional, right? It is water energy and it's Cancer, right? So in general, it can be a tricky season. Again, for you guys, it being your 12th house, it can be extremely tricky. And even though it can be emotional, some of you guys might even just going into Leo season be having some more sensitivity that you didn't expect yourself to have. Give yourself a moment. If you need moments to separate and retreat and kind of do your own thing, that's going to be very important, because also what Leo season is it's very active, and we have the drive. We want to go, we want to be social, we want to be doing all the things, but make sure that you are taking on the things that you are actually able to take on, instead of, forcing yourself to be involved with things that just aren't working, right? Now, no matter what you guys may be coming out of, in the sense of like, maybe you were overwhelmed, maybe some of you guys experienced a breakup, maybe some of you guys just are really realizing that you just need time to be alone and reflect. You do have a Six of Wands here, which I love. So there is a victory here for you. Six of Wands is not only a victorious card, it really is a card about overcoming, right? It follows the Five of Wands, which is about the chaos and is about the competition. So it seems like you guys find yourself in a place of healing and knowing what you want based on whatever may have happened. It's also a card about being seen. So this is really good, especially in terms of your work. If there's anything that you've been trying to get off the ground, this is you being seen, people seeing your work, seeing you, recognizing your work, recognizing you, admiring you. So this is a really good energy. But if you want that, it feels like there's going to need some time that you guys need to carve out for yourselves right now, because I do feel like many of you might have been a little overwhelmed. And look at that, Temperance card comes out again. Yes, be patient with yourself. The things that you're wanting to come to, Leo, they are coming to you. And I think that you'll see that now. And the biggest thing is really standing in that attracting energy rather than chasing it. Now, you've got Page of Cups here, which I do want to say, you've got Page of Cups, you've also got Empress, you've also got Ten of Pentacles. Now, there may be some things really surrounding your family at this time. When we talk about Leo season, we are talking about creativity. We're talking about, romance. We're talking about children, our own personal worth and value to ourselves, right? The Page of Cups it's a beautiful energy. It could be love coming in. So for those of you guys who are single, this is a really good opportunity for you to meet somebody this month that feels light and pure. The biggest thing with Page of Cups for me, like Page of Cups energy is pure. This is someone who, grown or not, like if this is a person, this is someone who hasn't been ruined by the world yet, right? This is someone who still has the ability to dream. This is someone who still holds on to those, that imagination, and they push forward with that. This could be a child, but this also could be like a love message coming to you. Creativity for you guys is going to be at an all-time high. So especially for you entrepreneurs, if there's been new things that you've been wanting to implement, especially towards the end of the month, whenever we actually turn into Virgo season, like I said, that full moon in Aquarius, because we just had a full moon in Aquarius at a first degree in Cancer season, and we're going to have the full moon at a 29 degree in at the end of the month here, there is something that's coming full circle. Right? So things that are being accomplished, which is really, really good. Now you've got the Nine of Cups here, which is clarifying this Page of Cups. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with a younger water sign, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I love seeing Nine of Cups though, because Nine of Cups energy is, we're satisfied emotionally, independent of everybody or anything going on. But I do want to bring up the fact too, though, that Nine of Cups also kind of points out where we might overindulge, where we might need to pull it back, reel it in a little bit, right? So if you've got any vices in terms of like spending too much money, drinking too much, smoking too much, this can be kind of indicative of that, like someone who does the most. So this might be a time, if those are things that you're struggling with, to really try to bring that in just a bit, especially because when we get into Virgo season, everyone's going to want to be on their best in terms of adulting and all of that jazz, right? But this is really great. Like I said, those of you guys who are single, this is an opportunity for you guys to possibly connect to someone this month, especially with that, Venus in Libra. I think that's going to be a really good energy for you Leos. Now in your environment, you've got the Empress. Again, there's something about children, there's something about family. For some of you guys, maybe even you're expanding your family. Maybe if you're finding out that you're pregnant, your partner's pregnant, or whatever having to do with expansion of family, because the Empress, yes, she is connected to fertility, and she's literally pregnant here, but it's also being pregnant with ideas. This is also, again, that energy of attracting, not chasing. This is a very nurturing energy. This could be someone around you who's playing a big part in your life. Now, this could be a Taurus, this could be a Libra, it could be anybody, but it is a Venus ruled energy. I love this because she's super abundant. Like, the Empress is about abundance. So again, there is opportunity for you guys later this month, especially if money's been a little bit funny, for things to turn around. Yes. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is that card of like, I've done all the work, I've made all the plan, I'm waiting on it. Like, I've done everything I can do on my end, and I'm just waiting for my ships to sell in. Some of you guys, there is an actual move. It seems like that's happening for you this month, or maybe you guys will figure out that you will have to move. There's something about your home and the stability of the home, the security of the home for some of you, especially because next after that, you got the Ten of Pentacles. A Ten of Pentacles is all about the abundance. I do love to see the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles in the same read. Ten of Pentacles, I don't, it just feels like whatever you guys might be going through in terms of challenges, I just feel like it's going to work out in the end. Ten of Pentacles is great. It's abundance. It's about family and coming together. Maybe some of you guys are moving to be closer to your family. Maybe, again, you guys are expanding your family. Money, right? If money's been funny, like I said, this is a really good opportunity for you to find some ways of making money. If you guys have been working on certain projects, passion projects, this is a great time, especially at the end of the month, to find ways to monetize your content so that you can get paid for it, that type of thing. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here, which is about sowing seed, but we don't necessarily know the success rate at the point of Seven of Pentacles, right? Because we're still kind of waiting to see overall if we're getting duds or not. But I do like to see the Ten of Pentacles here. So it feels like whatever you guys have been working on, Leo, as long as you're as much practical in this project as you are wishful or hopeful, it almost seems like, I do feel like there's a lot of success that can come from this. Now, okay, the last cards that came out, and they came out together, Queen of Swords and the Tower. Now, Queen of Swords, she's very decisive. She's the queen that you don't mess with, right? She's the heartbreak queen. She's gone through it all, seen it all. Like, nothing's fooling her. She's not dumb. Come correct. That type of energy. This is Mars energy. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. It is also the partial ruling planet of Scorpio, right? Because before we discovered Pluto type thing, the Mars was there. Yeah. But Mars is about surprises. Mars is about the universe coming in and being like, okay, girl, let's change some things around because this foundation is not set up correct. And if you want to keep moving in this direction, pretty soon, all your Jenga pieces are going to move together like that. So there is kind of like this implication that there's going to be something that needs to be cut off. Again, now that Nine of Cups is right above it. So this may have to do with vices. This might be, something might happen this month that shines a light on where you allow things to kind of have power over you, right? Nine of Pentacles. Some of you guys, this could indicate a breakup, right? If it is a breakup, I don't feel like you'll be in a bad space because we do have the Nine of Pentacles. Those of you guys who are breaking up with people, this is something that you probably needed to be done. It absolutely needs to be done, but it wasn't being done, actually. That's what the Tower is for. Tower comes when there's things that need to be handled, but we're not handling them. So God comes in and be like, girl, like, get rid of all this. This is like a bad look for you, right? So this could be news coming up. This could be, you finding out about some things, but whatever it is, whatever that has to fall apart at this time for you, Leo, if something has to fall apart, it's well worth it. And it puts you in the better position. It sets you up just nice to where life keeps going on. You're still abundant. You're still attractive. You can still have all the things that you want. It's just not going to look the way that you thought it would. some of you guys, this does have to do with the relationship because you've got, yeah, you got the 10 of Pentacles, you got the Devil here. Again, talking about vices, things we may need to let go of, people we need to cut out, that type of thing. Could also be Capricorn energy. But yes, don't be surprised. And this could especially be around that time of the full moon. Full moons have a way of sometimes cutting things out, showing completions of cycles. So there is something that it looks like it will be a drastic change, but you are sitting here at the Queen of Swords energy. Now, of course, this could be a different energy. This could be implying that maybe you're dealing with a air sign person, right? Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius could be dealing with Aries, Pluto. Why can't I talk? Aries, Scorpio, you know, could be dealing with Earth. Doesn't really matter. The message is there's something that happens towards the end of this month for some of you Leos that's absolutely necessary. It comes and it comes quick. It's something that's fleeting. It doesn't really linger, but it sets you up to be exactly where you want to be. Like I said, if you've got things that you've been working on in terms of business, when we transition into that Virgo energy with that full moon in Aquarius, it's going to be really good for you to take advantage of if that's something that you want to do. Let's read this card. So Quiet Retreat says it's time to disconnect from the outer world so you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Yes. Time alone. That's what this is for. This Four of Swords, this time alone is to bring clarity. It's not about confusion. It's about to get clear. So some of you guys, if you're feeling overwhelmed, and even though Leo brings on a certain level of wanting to get out there and do the things and being very social, you got to discern what's going to work for you. So don't be afraid to take some time for yourself this month if you need to collect your thoughts, figure out the next plan, that type of thing. And then you've got trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Now, interesting, because it automatically made me think of this Tower, Queen of Swords energy, right? Because usually when we see something as like a threat or something happens that we didn't really expect to happen or in the way that we expected to happen or we're not in control, then we feel like it's something bad, but it's not always bad. You need to trust. Trust that everything that's happening to you at this time, Leo, is literally for your own good. It's something that's going to set you up to be in the position that you need to be in to do the things that you need to do. Because Leo, look, you guys aren't playing around. Like I said, you guys have had so much that you've been working on and you guys have been doing so well through everything for the last year. This is really a time that's really important for you guys because most of you guys are at the place where it's not about anything but your purpose. And if things don't align with your purpose, then they just don't matter. So keep all of that in mind. I think this is going to be a really powerful month for you guys. Again, I think you're going to feel really good coming out of this 12th house energy. There's opportunities ahead of you. If you're single, there's opportunities for new love. There could be big shifts, big moves, all of that happening for you guys, which is really good. Now, again, going back to that full moon in Aquarius that's happening at the end of August, that is going to be in your 7th house. So again, that some of you guys might be breaking up, but it's good. And if you, it's good. If you know, and if it's your situation, then you know. And you know it's probably good. And you just trust it. Okay? I love you guys. I hope that this was helpful. If you would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. But please go to my About tab, look at my menu of services and pricing. You can also schedule a live reading there with the link that's provided if that's something you'd rather do. All right, I love you and happy birthday, Leo. I will see you later. Bye.